What up? How's it going, y'all? Let's see. We get to where we are. For some reason. Okay. So there's that. You guys should be able to hear it now. Weird. Also, this should be down a little bit. The camera likes to reset itself every now and again, which I just realized it's doing that again. Time to flip. Flip horizontal. Oh wait, it looks like I'm looking at the screen. It's been a bit since we played this. Not too long though, not too long. Last time we got a lot of stuff done. I remember that much. We fixed the Dimitri boy, if I recall correctly. I think that was last time. What's up? How am I doing? All right. I've been sleeping weird, so my neck kind of hurts, and last night I had the biggest headache. But, you know, I'm back to work. Had to pick up shifts because they are only scheduling me 20 hours lately for some reason. It's not a fun time. But, I'm actually awake enough to, and not in a headache situation, to stream, so we're good. I should be all set to do everything I need to. Let me just pull back up Microsoft Word. This one. Hopefully this pulls up. I literally clicked on the right thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Did it. We're gonna really quickly though just go through just a random go through this.
Thank you so much.
But everyone has their
I am grateful.
excuse me. Everyone has their stuff maxed out, so
I have gratitude.
how's streams down, by the way? Are we good?
Thanks so much.
Streamlabs OBS got a new update, and every time there's an update, it like messes with all my settings. So I'm just like, cool. That's great. Thanks, slubs. But hopefully everything sounds good. Two are good. Yeah, I'm just sure you guys keep flying, right? Yeah. We're just gonna go through this super fast, so I'm just gonna meow, because I didn't know if there's gonna be a story thing. So I think I could probably turn this up a little bit. Sure. Yeah, we'll just Killer axe broke. No way. Awesome.
Weak.
Should be.
I must brace myself.
Oh, you are the one who's causing all the issues. I understand. Ba-doop-a-doo. Should be fine. This way. Yeah, to do on a wyvern. Hell yeah. Literally, like, this is pretty much a lot of what I've been doing off stream.
Pathetic. You're right.
Yeah, I figured as much. Let me do this. I think what's better is if I do this.
Weak.
And I fly back over here.
You're right.
You still kill me? Damn. Hold on. I think I know what I need to do. like
I am prepared.
need to do, but it's fine. Because I think the big thing is killing these guys. Killer axe.
Pathetic.
Everyone should be dying. We'll kill you. I just don't want to get in the way, get in the range of any mages. If I get in the range of a mage, then that's probably going to be my downfall. Unless I kill them first.
Ineffective.
Excuse me. Oof. This. Move over here. Rusted lance. Crazy. Oh, hello, Archer. Yo, speaking of Archer, been watching the show Archer a lot lately. Been a great time. Been loving every second of it. Been super enjoying it. I don't know how many people actually watch the show Archer, but it's, God, it's so good. I was laughing up a storm.
Don't let your guard down.
Boom. All right, cool. We did it. Easy stuff, easy stuff. I figured this week, because this is the last week before story stuff, so I figured that would be perfect.
My thank you so much. I am grateful.
I also went
I have
grocery shopping.
gratitude.
I have stuff again.
Thanks so much.
It's a great time. All right. Oh shit! It's somebody's birthday. Whose birthday is it? It's Mercedes's birthday. Oh, that's right. I was like, man, where's the tea party? Mercedes. Host a tea party. You apparently like this?
Hello, Professor. Did you want to see me? This tea is my favorite. You have very good taste, Professor. Thank you so much.
Drink the tea, Mercedes. Drink
Too
it.
hot.
You want to talk about the monastery? Because I know you like the church.
Yes.
Shareable snacks.
Wow.
School days.
You should really brighten this room up a bit. Have you considered putting flowers in the window?
Listen, I'm not one for decor. I'm not a decorative person. That makes sense. Hello. There's
My
one.
mind can be so scattered sometimes.
Yo, I'm a scatterbrain too. There we go. I was like,
I know it's a luxury, but I take my skincare very seriously.
yes, fair. Good job. Fun tea party. These tea parties, I think they're supposed to be for support and everything. I think we've just turned them into just getting stuff done. Alright. Cutscene? Oh, okay. I didn't have... Damn. Well, it's everyone's favorite time, support time. So I believe I'm... Well, I was close. But everyone should be done, I think. So let's go to do Dimitri's social links supports. Social links, I guess, also counts. Let's see what he's up to. Is a flame.
Flame? What is the matter? Is something weighing on your mind again?
It is freezing out here. You should be bundled up in your warm bed.
She don't like sleeping, buddy.
Listen, Dimitri, the truth is, I am afraid of sleeping.
I feel like this is a recent revelation that she's afraid of sleeping.
Afraid of it? Why?
I'm afraid that when I close my eyes, I shall fall into a very deep sleep.
That's unfortunate.
One from which I cannot wake up for years upon years. Then when I finally awaken, everyone I know and love will be long gone, vanished with the sands of time. I am sure it seems silly, but try as I might, I cannot shake this fear.
I cannot quite grasp what you are describing.
She's just scared.
But I can promise you one thing. No matter how many years go by, I will always remember you.
I'm gonna just check something here real quick. Okay. Oh, now you guys are hearing double. Okay. Audio should be fixed now. Sorry, something just seemed weird audio-wise, but I hope audio sounds good right now. At least the game audio. Mic seems okay.
I appreciate the sentiment. Even so, one day...
Listen carefully, Flane. There is something I have been wanting to tell you.
Oh? What is that?
You know that dish you made the other day? It was so sweet, it made my tongue go numb.
I am not so sure that is a good thing.
Nah, it's perfectly fine. What are you talking about?
Well, I could only really taste the first bite, so I may have been imagining it.
Oh,
But
sweet.
still, I was so happy. That moment will always put a smile on my face whenever I remember it. I could never forget you, Flane. I promise. Besides, we have fought side by side. We are friends. I am sure all of the others would say the same.
True.
Is something the matter?
You really do not pick up on subtle cues, do you?
Cues?
Well, it is all a part of your charm, I suppose. With you here, I finally feel I can sleep without having to worry at all.
Hey, wait. I did not mean for you to fall asleep right here.
Someday you appreciate food.
Flane, she is hopeless.
Aw, look at the two of them. So adorable. Dimitri and Gilbert, which now I need to raise their supports even more.
Your Highness,
We'll get there.
it falls to me once more to instruct you in the ways of battle. It does not befit a leader to fight on the front lines. I would ask that you refrain from such conduct in the future.
I've not had to weather your lectures in many a year, and here I thought you were avoiding me.
That is a separate matter. You have a duty to consider the value of your own life.
Man, Gilbert really is scary to losing people.
Your words ring true, of course. I admit, I was a bit careless out there. However, I have always been a man who is good for nothing but war. To best support our cause, I must carve a path through the battlefield with my own hands. I truly believe that will lead us to victory.
Man, his change from being like super emo to this is kind of startling. Not gonna lie.
Why the dark expression, Gustav? Do my words trouble you so?
You remind me of your father. His Majesty once said the same thing more than a decade ago, during the Northern Campaign. In you, I see his manner and I hear his words. You grow more like him with each day's passing. And in you, I am reminded of my failure and my duty to him.
You're fine, Gilbert.
I do not wish to speak of that matter. As I said before, I feel no resentment toward you.
Even so, you have changed since that fateful day, Your Highness. Perhaps too much.
Nah, he's
I
fine.
worry
At
that
least he's
in
not
your
depressed
pain, You
anymore.
have locked away your true feelings. Your passion is dulled, and your vigor faded.
You want to hear my true feelings, Gustav? Then let me ask you this. Why did you save my life that day? Why did you not allow me to die along with the others? If you truly wish to atone for your sins, then take my life, here and now.
Damn, this escalated. Holy shit.
You would ask me to perform the unthinkable. You are the future of Fargus. Your kingdom needs you alive. That I was able to save you. is my only sense of salvation. Your Highness, I repeat myself. Consider the value of your own life. If you continue risking all, be it on the battlefield or by issuing mad orders such as this, I will be forced to save you from yourself.
I see. So, you will continue to protect and serve me, will you?
What is with the tone changes?
In that
It's
case,
like changing
when I
crazily.
assume the throne, I will order you to work for me in the kingdom.
Your Highness, no, please.
My father would be happy to see such a day. Perhaps I will ask you to instruct me further in the ways of battle, when that time comes.
If I wish to atone for my sins, I must take your life? Deception has never been your strong suit, Dmitri. Or do you think I cannot see? You must know I would take my own life before I let anyone harm you.
Damn. That was a weird support. He's going back and forth. Dude's losing his mind. What the hell? Alright, Dmitri and Alois.
Dmitri, just the man I was looking for. I wanted to thank you for your help.
My help? I'm not sure what you mean.
Don't tell me you've forgotten your help when the monsters attacked.
Why is there the romance music going on right now? I'm very confused.
Do you mean the day you came up with those terribly hilarious jokes?
When you put it like that, I feel like you're the one who's kidding. Even I knew those jokes were awful. I was trying to think on my feet to raise the soldiers' spirits.
Well, you certainly succeeded. Our journey home was much easier as a result. As for myself, I am not much of an orator. I could never have done the same in that situation.
They would just be like, alright, let's march back, we'll be fine.
You're the only reason the gags didn't fall flat. If you hadn't started laughing when you did.
Well, I admit the jokes themselves were perhaps not your best work. But there is no harm in that. Even when you stumble, your good humor brightens everyone's mood and wins their trust.
Yeah? You think? I never thought about it like that. But if you say so, maybe I do have a knack for this.
As one who is bound to lead, I could stand to learn a lot from you.
Damn, we love these misfits.
I am often told by both friends and subordinates that I am without humor.
Yes, that's very true.
Alois,
100%
if you would
true.
be so kind, could you teach me to tell jokes?
Sure, I'm happy to help. If you want to be as lousy a joker as I am, you could surely find a better teacher somewhere else. In the stables, for example.
No. I would like to learn from you, Alois.
I see. Well, I guess I can't say no. I hope you're ready to become a wizard of wit.
I will endeavor to be a good student.
Very good. That's what I like to hear. Soon you'll be cracking wise like there's no tomorrow. Everyone will think you're a pun in the neck.
And no laughter. Damn. Poor Alois. No jokes. No jokes for the Alois. Catherine!
What's wrong, Dmitri? Your swordplay is oddly sluggish today.
Sorry.
If you were hungry, I'd get you something to eat. That's not the problem, though, it seems.
What is the problem?
It's
I
not
don't remember
fun
much.
fighting you when you're so far below your usual standards.
Damn!
Do not worry. I will be myself again in a moment.
Are you worried about something? Tell me.
This war. Once it is over, I will have to go back to the capital, and you will remain here as a knight of Seros.
Yes.
If we're both still alive.
And you will be.
When that happens, there will not be many chances for us to have these little duels of ours, will there?
I suppose not. Garrigmach and Ferdiad are quite far apart.
It will be hard to get by without them. I've grown very fond of these sessions.
Wow, you sure know how to draw out a conversation. Just say what's on your mind.
Please, return to the capital with me.
Catherine's like, I want straightforward conversations right now.
That's it?
That's it.
Return to the capital, just like that, with no explanation?
You were the one who told me to speak frankly.
Yes, I've also told you that I'm devoted to the Knights of Seros and wouldn't dream of leaving. It'd be one thing if you were asking me to return to my family. Why summon me to the capital?
I just want to be near you.
Oh,
Aww.
please. Don't waste your romantic words on me. Save them for a girl you really like.
I was just saying what I felt.
Is that so? I never imagined that brat with the silly haircut would try to woo me someday.
He did really have a silly haircut. Can we all be real? He did have a silly haircut.
Do you really still see me as that young prince?
You take yourself too seriously, but you're not selfish, even if you are a bit greedy with your sword. They do say you can tell who a person really is from the way they wield their sword. Maybe it's true. I'll think about coming back to the capital, okay? Someday. But as for now, don't you have something more important to worry about?
Yes, I do.
Winning the war.
Stop getting distracted by trivialities. Focus on what actually matters. We'll have plenty of time to flirt when the war is over.
Aw, shit. Catherine wants bone Dimitri. You heard it here first. All right, Dimitri, or not Dimitri, Dedue and Gilbert.
Impressive that you
Let's
made
go.
it back, Dedue. It was you who saved His Highness from prison. We, all of us, thought you were dead.
My wounds were severe, but I managed. So long as I draw breath, I fight for His Highness.
The best to do.
That's so.
But in my absence, you have protected him. Thank you, Gilbert, for returning to us.
Stop. I left once. I have wondered if I will be forced to leave once more after this battle is done.
Would you accept that? I imagine not.
Of course not.
You are still Gustav at heart, even now.
Okay, so Dedue and Dimitri and Catherine know that his name is Gustav. I don't think anyone else does, yeah? I think no one else knows that his name is Gustav.
I am not fit to replace you. Not yet. I still have a great deal more to learn. For now, all I can do is continue to be a shield for His Highness.
It is unlike you to be so talkative.
I could not be silent.
So long as you understand, I will leave the kingdom someday. It may not be until the day I die, but the time will come. This war. I'm a much older man than I was when it began.
Probably 5 years older, you're fine.
Sooner or later, someone must take my place. Do not try to carry the weight alone, Dedue. There are many talented and well-trained officers. Work together with them to assure our king's future. Do that, and when the time comes, I will rest well.
Thank you for the advice. However,
Yes?
it is too soon to treat you like an old man. You still have at least 10 years of service in you.
Damn. Dedue's like, yo.
Vargas, no. His Highness needs you. As do I. Save the old man talk for when you are truly senile.
A fair point. There's no reason to let old age make one timid.
Even as I work to surpass you, I still rely on you.
Is that so? Well then, we have more fighting ahead of us to do. We should get to it, for the future of Vargas.
These guys are just so great. I love them. I love them. All right, this is the last support, and then the only one left is Dimitri and Gilbert, and I think I have every
Is this
support
your
done.
dagger, Shamir?
Finally.
I thought I lost it in battle. Thank you. I wonder if this dagger will ever fulfill its purpose.
What's the purpose?
Unexpectedly sentimental. I did not think you would be the type to let personal feelings affect you in battle.
Yeah, very wholesome.
I try to think of it as just work, but I'm still human.
I'm only human after. Sorry.
Was there anything else?
Good one.
I was hoping we could chat.
That's not like you. Our only common ground is brevity. Now you want to chat? What's gotten into you?
Despite our superficial similarities, we are actually completely different. So, I am interested in learning more about you.
Oh, Dedue's wanting to learn about the
Feeling is
Shammers.
mutual. Being born in Dusker, you're an outsider here in Fodlan. I've devoted myself to Fodlan, but really, I'm an outsider too. So there are some things that connect us.
You are diligent, as am I.
Even so, I am not like you and never could be.
I could never be like you either.
That's just how people are. Even people with deep romantic or familial connections will never be identical.
True.
That is why we
Very
should try to
true.
understand each other.
At least you're easy to talk to. You could make a good partner for a mercenary like me.
And you could make a good partner for one as devoted to the kingdom as I.
That depends on how much your master would pay.
I would expect no less.
Enough chatting. We should prepare for battle.
Yes, we should talk again when we have time.
I'm always around.
Oh, everyone's falling for each other. It's adorable. It's adorable. But everything's done. Finally, well, except for Gilbert. But like, we're done. All supports are finally done. I'm just doing a brief glimpse through everything just to be sure. I don't know why I was picking everything one by one. I could just hit the bumper. Yeah. It is satisfying to be done with the supports. It's nice. It's definitely nice. Okay. I'm trying to alter my light too. Sorry. But yeah, every single one should be done. Now we don't have to worry about them except for when we do Black Eagles and when I play as a guy. But it's just Gilbert and Dimitri left. And I guess Rhea and Volika, but that's fine. That'll be for a different day. That'll be for a different day. With all that done, main certifications obviously still have to be done. However, these should be fast.
Good result.
Because the good news is everyone, well, okay. So like everyone should be pretty easy. Because I think everyone's going to be at least higher than 70 or 80% on something. So we hopefully don't have to do too much resetting. But also, Felix is very, very close to having every single class that he needs. The only one he is not going to be 100% for is Great Knight. Well, there's also the Dark Bishop, but apparently you have to do multiple playthroughs if you want to keep using that those Dark Seals. So I'll worry about that later. But according to my list, let me pull this up here. Felix, Ash, and Ingrid are all have the capabilities of being every single class right now. Does it? Oh my gosh, that is a lot less than I thought. Doesn't mean that they will be every single class in this playthrough. Hopefully they will be, but they at least have them all unlocked. Which means that when I do New Game Plus, we should be pretty good. Gosh, like I know that this Blue Lions playthrough, that's actually something I want to talk about. I know this Blue Lions playthrough has been like incredibly long, and that's also because I've been just, you know, going through and trying to get everybody maxed out and whatnot. Luckily, like the Black Eagles, Golden Dealer route, and the whatever that fourth route is, at least those are going to be really, really fast. Because all I have to worry about is, I won't have to worry about like these class things anymore. It's literally just me, like, excuse me. It's literally me spending renown to get everyone back up to where they were, and then doing the last few, things for everybody. I don't know why I'm doing Constance right now. Mercedes. You have anything that's higher? There we go. I was like, if it's higher than 70, that's what I want to do, but we'll see.
I'm so...
But I think we are on chapter 18, and I know we've said there was 3 chapters left. 19, 20, and 21, and 20 and 21 are together. So like we're very close to the end. We're very, very close. I think we can actually finish this game probably Monday or Tuesday. Because we are going to be streaming this game tomorrow as well. That being said, should be... Yeah. I have so much money that I don't really care about missing a Master Seal, but that was your only one, right? Yeah. This is Linhardt's only one, too. God damn it, Linhardt has never succeeded.
Look.
For so long. Damn it, Linhardt. Caspar. Okay, Caspar does have a few. I should not have chosen that one, but that's fine. So yeah, the plan for the rest of these streams for Fire Emblem, just to finish Fire Emblem the Blue Lions route, Today we should be getting through chapter 18. Tomorrow I actually have a lot of time, so we can actually get through chapter 19, and then chapter 20 and 21 will be on either Monday or Tuesday, because I have Monday and Tuesday off. I was going to be like, oh, we can get it done on Sunday. However, it is very possible I'm going to be working, much to my chagrin, it is very possible I'm going to be working a double shift on Sunday. Mainly because, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I'm currently only working like 20 hours, and that's not good for money's sake. Especially when, you know, I'm very much scrounging to get by, so, yeah. But I will say, after Bernie's finding a war cleric, let's go. I will say, though, once, Three Houses, the Blue Lines route is done, we will still be jumping right into Three Hopes. So if you're looking forward to Three Hopes, we will be doing the Blue Lines route shortly thereafter, and starting that shortly thereafter. Okay, great night. Oh, if I get Bow Knight's kind of the one I want for Petra, if at all possible. Yeah, these. So, for July right now, we did finish the one game that I wanted to finish, which is Murder by Numbers, like the new game. There was another game that we were gonna start, but I think it makes more sense for me to just start wrapping up a lot of the games that I've started. I'm trying not to start too many new games, even though there's a lot of games out there that I want to play. Stray just came out, and Stray looks like a lot of fun. Live Alive just came out as well. I think it actually came out today? I could be wrong, but I believe Live Alive comes out today. Which is another game I do want to stream, but that one I'm fine with holding off for a little bit, because I want to see kind of the reviews for that game. I normally don't, but that game is very much an anomaly for me. I don't know too much about it except for what we've seen like in trailers and such for the conventions, and it looks very cool, but I don't know I don't know if I'm gonna be good with it or not. It's like, well, we'll have to see. But we should be getting back on track with finishing other games. Just the only new game that we would be starting is Three Hopes. But I do want to still do a thing where every month we do start a new game, and then once I'm all caught up on all the previous games, go from there. So the only thing that's gonna suck for the rest of this month is playing Dead by Daylight. Which, if you've been to a Dead by Daylight stream lately, you know I have not been the most happy playing that game. I've actually been very, very irritated with the game lately. And it sucks because I still have things I got to complete in the game, and I'm just kind of stuck in this weird limbo. I thought there was another one. Hell. Damn, Raph. I want you to ride a horse. I want you to ride something. Yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff. Haven't made it to DB Street, I don't know much about it. What's irritating you? So if you don't know what Dead by Daylight is, so Dead by Daylight is a purely PvP game, which history with me in PvP games are that I'm very bad at them, but also the fact that I'm not a cooperative person. There's a reason I've never streamed No Way Out, I think is the breakout game, and then there's It Takes Two. There's a reason I've not streamed either of those two games, and that is because I don't really work too well with people. So when it comes to Dead by Daylight, it is four players working together against one player, 4 survivors against a killer. And I don't work well with when I play on the 4 person side because that's what I'm just better at compared to playing just on the 1 person side. So when I play as the 4 people, with the four people total, I don't usually work well with them at all. Even then, I tend to get into very big arguments with some of the other players too, just because a lot of the people who play solo, play as the killer, aren't the greatest. They try to be as much of a douchebag as possible, which is kind of in the name because they're a killer, but sometimes they can go over and beyond what they're supposed to do to be a dick. So like, it's just a lot of like arguing back and forth. And there gets a point whenever I stream Dead by Daylight where like my skill just tanks. Which we streamed it twice, so I was like, the first stream we did recently, like I was feeling pretty good about, and I was like, oh man, we're doing pretty dang good. I was upset with some teammates because some teammates just weren't being super cooperative, but like everything was going all right. But I would just keep getting into arguments with the killer in that game, and also then some of my teammates when they weren't doing things. So it escalates, and it's just not fun for anybody. And if I play as the killer, that's a completely different stream because it's like me playing an FPS. If you want to see me play killer in Dead by Daylight, it is like when I play an FPS, which means a lot of nothing being done. I prefer solo games to do this, I have to deal with rude people. Yeah. But the problem is I also fuel it because as soon as somebody like irritates or like angers me, like it's like a switch. So the switch flicks and it's hard to rope me back in after I'm done being angry and irritated, which is why I prefer solo games lately and why I've been preferring these sort of streams with like this and Genshin and Weird Stars and the Somnium Files, like why I've been enjoying those streams a lot more because like I can still be like my positive self and like just having fun. And then I get to Dead by Daylight where I'm like, God, I still have things I gotta do in the game. But it's just pure anger. It's hard to not let it bother when they're literally in your ear. Yeah. Exactly. And some people, and I just found out like you could turn off like the game chat. Like there's pre-game chat and post-game chat. But the problem is I also stream the game and people really like to come into stream just to also shit talk. So it's like turning off the post-game chat's not going to do much. They're just going to show up later and just start cussing and everything, and I'm going to be like, fuck. But that's why I've been trying to make sure when I play Dead by Daylight that it's not on stream too much. Just because with how the community goes, there's stream snipers, so they'll like check the stream just to see where everyone is in the game to get an advantage, or they'll just like start just being rude, like I said. So I've been playing with friends off stream more than on stream. But the thing is, the reason why I still play Dead by Daylight on stream and such is because I still have achievements to get in the game. And with the update that they just did, if I want to be the crazy person to quote unquote 100% that game, we're gonna be there for a long time. So I'm holding off on it. I'll still play it every now and again, but that they just started their next event, and now I have to do the event. So I got it all planned out though. I got it all planned out. This weekend there should not be any other Genshin streams. I just want to double check. Or sorry, not Genshin, Dead by Daylight streams. Because I think we're going back and forth between Fire Emblem and Genshin today. This weekend. Because I think we're streaming Fire Emblem right now, and then Genshin will happen right when I get home from work, because I have like a literal long ass time before I work tomorrow. It's actually even possible that I don't work tomorrow. I should have chosen a different thing, but okay, bye Hilda. Because I don't work until 6, but I work on first floor, and if I work on first floor, what that means is they're prone to getting called out for the day, because they're like, yeah, it's not busy. We're not going to open the floor. You guys take the day off. Which, based on how the past few days have been, very, very likely that I'm going to be called out. So, but yeah, this weekend should just be a lot of Genshin. That's the wrong button, Kit. Yeah, this week should be a lot of Genshin and Fire Emblem. I wanted to get back to playing Rune Factory. It's just Rune Factory. I don't know how to feel about Rune Factory right now, because they released it on PC, and apparently they've already modded the game to add in like a bunch of like quality of life features. But I don't really want to restart the game all over again. Like, I'd rather keep playing from what I'm doing. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna keep playing the Switch version for now, just to get taken care of. There's so many games. So many games. Yo, let's go. That was good. I'm just hoping by the end of this upcoming week, I'll have... So, that's something I should talk about too. I'm hoping by the end of next week, which I think is just the last week of July, if I am not mistaken. Yeah. So I'm hoping by the 31st, so the end of July, we have the Blue Lines route done in this game. I want to get the Blue Lines route done in Three Hopes, because I hear that I should be able to get it done in like a few streams at least. So Blue Lines routes, both of them. I want to get the Genshin event done, and I want to get the first 2 parts of the Dead by Daylight event done. If I can do all of those by the end of July, we're going to be looking so good going into August, because then we can literally have so many other games completed. Heck, if I can get through Three Houses and Three Hopes before the next week ends, we might be able to even finish Buried Stars' other routes. That would be good. That'd be cool. Because next week is a kind of a clusterfuck when it comes to streams. Next week's gonna look terrible. If you guys like variety, you'll be happy for next week. If you like very specific games, next week's probably not gonna be the greatest. I can pull up in a moment the list. Variety is great. It is, but like the amount of variety that we're gonna be going through next week is gonna be insane. Because Genshin's event stuff should be like, oh man, Genshin's event stuff is gonna take a little bit, but it should be like a stream or two. So I can still work on Genshin whenever, but I need to start and finish the event just rather quickly so we can get to more stuff. And Dead by Daylight's always going to be kind of a constant as well. Those are like my 2 constant games on the channel, and then when Splatoon 3 comes out, man, all bets are going to be off when Splatoon 3 comes out. I don't even remember when Splatoon 3 is supposed to come out. But when that game comes out, that might be the only thing on the channel for a bit. I apologize. But according to what I have for next week, the list of games that I have is Dead by Daylight, Genshin Impact, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Fire Emblem Three Hopes, A Hat in Time, Buried Stars, Persona 5 Strikers, and Hades. That is a wide variety of games. Like, we're talking a wide variety of games. Because, so we have Dead by Daylight event in archives, Genshin Impact event, Hat in Time is one DLC stream plus completion stream. Buried Stars is both paths. Fire Emblem Three Houses is Blue Lions. Fire Emblem Three Hopes is Blue Lions. Persona 5 Strikers is post game, and Hades is 32 Heat. Because for some reason, I stopped playing Hades the moment I got to a 32 Heat run.
I have.
Which was dumb of me. Because I literally should have just kept playing the game. But I decided, nah, I'll just, I'll just stop playing for no reason. Not the smartest, okay? But honestly, like, if everything goes well next week, I think a majority of those games could actually be done. Hades, Dead by Daylight, like, if everything goes my way for next week, I think other than Dead by Daylight and Genshin, for obvious reasons, I think the rest of the games can be all finished. Evening War, how are you doing today? Hanuman, is there anything else that you can be that's higher than that? Holy Knight.
Of course.
Tired? Fair. That was me today. I was like... I still woke up with a creak in my neck. Actually, man, I should talk about the comedy of errors that happened yesterday. Cause damn, yesterday, I was supposed to stream Genshin yesterday, last night. And then before work, I was supposed to stream Fire Emblem. But neither of those happened. The first reason is because my neck was just a bad shape and I also had a headache, but I was like, I need to go to work, so I need to rest. So I rested, went to work, everything was fine, everything was good. While at work, neck creak never went away, and then the headache kind of progressively got worse, but I was like, I'm sure I'll be fine. And then the freaking last thing that happened at work, I'm a dumbass. Just straight up, even though the person who told me something definitely didn't check. So while I was closing yesterday, we were one of the dishwashers, some of the cleaning chemicals were low, so they were like, hey, it looks like we're out, and his words were, it's empty, can you go downstairs and just get some more of the chemicals? I was like, sure, that's fine. Go downstairs, grab the chemicals that we need, bring it back up, hook it up. That should have been the end of closing, and I was like, okay. And he's like, oh yeah, you could just throw these away in the recycle and then just go from there. I was like, cool, all right. They felt empty. I was told they were empty. Didn't even question it. So, I didn't think at all, and I was like, I'm just gonna do the big slam move because it's late and myself and the bartender were very tired, but like not much fun really happened. So I was like, let's cheer us up with like a slam move into the garbage. Turns out there were still chemicals in one of those, and it definitely poured all over me as I went to slam it into the trash because I'm a dumbass. Luckily, got a laugh out of the bartender because she was like, oh man, your face is kind of priceless after what that happened. The reason my face was like in like, oh god, look, was because there are 2 open wounds on my hand. You can't see, but like there's 2 band-aids on my fingers. I didn't have those band-aids yesterday. So the chemicals not only like coated me and like it was like whatever. It also got into the wounds and it definitely burned. Like that was what I was feeling. I was feeling an intense burn on my hand. And that was what my face was. And she's just like, well, it's like, she's like, oh, it's just like soap or anything, right? I'm like, no, I think these are actual chemicals. Also, I have open wounds on my hands. She's like, oh, that's why you're making the face. I feel bad for laughing now. I was like, no, it's still fine to laugh because I'm a dumbass. But ow. And apparently there's a wound on my foot because it got on my hands, it got on my like shirt, but it also got like, so the shoes I wear, they're really comfy shoes, but they're Adidas, like they have like holes in them essentially, and not like they're not like torn up or have holes. They like they're very light, I guess is the best way to put it. So they have holes like to make your feet feel the breeze or something. I don't know. Essentially, if water gets on my shoes, it will definitely get into my socks. Compared to my other shoes, which it's not gonna happen. So, yeah. So I felt burning on my foot and my left hand, and I mean, I'm fine. Manager was very confused because he's just like, what the fuck are you 2 idiots doing? Which, that's not the words he used, but based on his expression was like, what the fuck are these 2 idiots doing? And like, I'm fine. Like, it only burned for, honestly, it felt like 5 minutes. But yeah, so I had to go, she's sure you're okay? Yeah. No, I'm fine. Like, it's just, like, the cuts in my hands are, like, just really small. So, like, it's fine. But, it definitely burned. And I was not expecting, it to burn. Makes sense because it's chemicals. But at the same time, like, I really wasn't expecting it. As for how I got the cuts on the back of my, like, knuckles, essentially, well, not my knuckles, but, like, the joints, your guys' guess would be as good as mine, because I literally do not know. I was throwing away, what was I doing? I think I was throwing away trash, and then, like, I felt like my fingers, like, hurt. So I thought I might have like pricked on some glass, but based on where they are, I think just something cut them. It be what it be, though. I'm a professional at getting injured. It's also a lot at work because a lot of people were worried since I called out so suddenly the last time I worked. But I'm fine. No one's really been too nosy on things. Damn it, Balthus. 2 characters left. We're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday at work. Today at work shouldn't be that bad. I think there's supposed to be 3 bartenders today. So shouldn't be too bad. We're getting to the point though, everyone's going back to school. So I don't know how busy it gets when everyone starts going back to school and whatnot. Everyone says it still is pretty slow until it gets to winter, so kind of just curious how that all works out. But it's gonna be 3 bartenders and myself, so that's gonna be fun. Tomorrow, I'm feeling pretty confident that I'm gonna get called off tomorrow, and then that works because Sunday, I'm assuming they give me the shift, I should be working open to close. So I get to come in at 9 o'clock in the morning, And I don't get to leave until 11. Which is fun. It's so funny because I always told myself that I was never gonna do another double shift after like the constant double shifts at my previous job, or a few of my previous jobs. But I need the money, so. All right, we're all set. It's time to actually do the mission. Reclaiming the capital. After Rodrigue's death, Dimitri reassesses his plan on attack. For the sake of the kingdom, he chooses to forestall an invasion of the Empire in favor of securing his own capital, city of Ferdiad. So let's go to Ferdiad. I was gonna take a drink game. Let's do it.
Despite their victory at the Battle of Gronder, the Kingdom Army turns around and marches for Ferdiad instead of heading south. To hail the arrival of the Kingdom Army, the people of Ferdiad begin to rebel. No move is made to suppress them. Instead, Cornelia directs her borrowed Imperial troops to prevent Dimitri from reaching the kingdom capital.
Frickin' Cordelia.
Thank you.
Cornelia. I don't remember. One of the two names is correct.
Ferdiad. It has been a lifetime since I was here last. 5 years ago, in fact. On the day before my execution, when Dedu helped me escape from prison.
And he's
I
here!
killed soldiers from my homeland, stole weapons from their corpses, and made my escape soaked in their blood. To think this is how I would return to the city of my birth after all that has happened.
I mean, I'm proud of you.
I do not deserve that. If not for you or Rodrigue, I would still be lost. I am glad to have you at my side. From the bottom of my heart, I am forever grateful. Let's win this, Professor. Let's all make it out alive and celebrate our victory.
Oh, we will. Don't worry. Hey,
Your
go.
Highness, the path to the castle has been cleared. We are making preparations to advance. Say the word, and we march.
Give the order. It's your time,
Yes.
Dimitri.
Let us begin. Everyone, listen well. This battle is for all that the Empire stole from us. It is a fight to reclaim the days of peace we once enjoyed. I give you but 2 commands. Stay alive and follow your heart. That is all I ask. The gates to the kingdom capital are open. Join me. It is time to take back our home.
Let's go. Let's go, team.
I thought I would see you again, little princeling. So stubborn. It must run in your family.
Cornelia, the city is overrun with insurrection. It seems to be in response to our enemy's arrival. If we do nothing, our army may suffer damages. We should suppress the citizens immediately.
The people are rebelling? Let them do as they please. Or are you saying you have enough soldiers to divide our forces? Quite bold of you, with our enemy's most elite soldiers at our doorstep.
But what are you suggesting?
The city is going to be a battlefield anyway. Kill all who oppose us, even if they are members of the general populace. Go on now. You are needed out there.
As you wish. May we find fortune in the battle to come.
Damn, doesn't even question it.
What an inconvenience the little princeling has turned out to be. And bringing that troublesome person along with him.
That's a face, by the way. That face right below, that's a
It would have
face
been
and a
much
half.
better if he and his sweet little stepsister had been good little children and just killed each other.
Cornelia is not a good person. Kind of a bitch. I don't ever use that word lately, but here we are. All right, so let's take a look. Actually, I have an idea of who our teams are going to be. Dimitri and Gilbert. Volika is gonna be doing nothing. Volika's maxed out with everything. Like, I have nothing for Volika to use. So Volika is gonna be staying out of this fight. But I do want to bring at least everybody, because this is Blue Lions, I'm gonna bring everybody who is a Blue Lion. Either Blue Lion or connected with Blue Lions, which I believe Constance is one technically, so she'll still be here. Felix, I'll have you, and Catherine's technically. Ingrid, Sylvain, Mercedes, we'll have Alois, Annette, Ash, 2 more, and then we'll do Happy and Yuri. Flame. I think this makes the most sense. Let's get everyone reclassed to what they should be. It'll be a mage.
Different.
I'm actually going to give you the knowledge gem. To do be hero. I'm going to give you a steel sword and iron sword. I'm also going to give Gilbert the other knowledge gem right now. Felix can be a holy knight. I'll make, and I guess Felix, how much faith do you have? A little bit. I'm gonna give you 1 silver lance. Ingrid is good. Sylvain. Lance and reason. I think Sylvain should be good with just with reason and everything, right? I don't think I need to give him much else. Blaine. Gonna be a holy knight. Spear and faith. I think Flame doesn't need Nosferatu. I'll give a spear just in case. Mercedes. Needs to be a Valkyrie. I know for a fact you're only gonna be using magic. Eloise. Mortal Savant. Sword and reason. It's amazing. Eloise finally gets to use magic for the most part. I'll give you a killing edge just to have it. Happy. Gremory. See, anything? Net. Is a warrior. That's probably not going to be the most useful. Gotta be honest. I'm gonna give you 3 just to be safe. Ash is a bishop. Gilbert. It's gonna be a wyvern lord.
Perhaps.
Spear and you're gonna be getting a spear. Constance. Shit, Constance needs to be flying. No, never mind. Dedu's on the ground now.
This direct.
Sword. I'm gonna have you equip faith. And Catherine. I guess Catherine's gonna just be equipping faith too. Alright, so everyone should be all set up. Yeah, everyone's all set up. And then Volika. So here's the thing. Volika is only gonna be for healing.
I've set my...
That's it. Cool. All right, let's take a look at the map just to kind of see where we are. We got 3 on the left, 6 in the middle, 3 on the right. Got some Titanus, interesting. Got a switch. So control some things. Cornelia's in the middle, some death. Anybody else around that I need to worry about? Not really, so we just need to go from around to take this all down. I think we'll be okay. Defeat the enemy commander. Defeat Volker and Dimitri falls in battle.
The preparations are all in place. Time to meet my old master. Ready the Titanus in the streets. Let's give them a welcome to remember.
There are 6 Titanus.
Advance! Smash that traitor Cornelia and reclaim the capital!
That would be great.
I will not lose. I swear it by the blood in my veins.
He's angry. All right, buddy. So let's take a look. Ash, you are a bishop.
I'd be honored.
Ash actually is not going to be able to do too much, but we'll move you up here. Take some Nosferatu. Would help if we actually see the battles. Let me just put that back.
I'm your girl.
Net's here too. We'll rally. Oh, I should mention real quick. So Volika, even though we're not using Volika, I have given Volika all of the skills needed to succeed based on what I was looking for. So we have Death Blow. If the unit initiates combat, grants 6 strength. Fiendish Blow grants 6 magic. Alert Stance, if the unit takes no action except wait, grants 30 avoid. Close Counter will allows unit to counterattack foes. And Darting Blow grants AS, which I believe is attack speed. I think that works out pretty well. Considering everything. So yeah.
Leave it to me.
So Dimitri should be fine. And yeah, I'm just going to keep Volika back because everyone else can still keep getting experience except for Volika. Because yeah, Volika is legit maxed out, as you can see.
Ready when you are.
I'll cut through.
So everyone's moving forward.
Ready and able.
We'll have Eloise go right here.
Onward.
Flane. Who are Holy Knights, so I think that means Nosferatu is probably preferred. Nice.
Child's play.
Stuff. I'll have you move to the left.
At your service.
Mercedes, I'll also have move right here. And yeah,
What's my
Volika is
strategy?
just gonna be staying in the back.
Too easy. I'll cut you down. One to remember.
Yeah, this should not be too difficult, especially with everyone having Nosferatu.
You haven't earned my pity.
Going to Flane. Good hit, Flane. Dang, Abraxas just doing nothing.
Cannot lose.
Down a little bit.
Is that it?
Meanwhile, Sylvain over here sending fireballs.
Whatever it takes.
Don't bother haunting me.
Every single person is using magic. It's kind of
So
good.
fast. Just saw that.
Nice. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Ooh.
I came out on top. This time.
Happy doing cool things too. Oh, and the miss. There's a lot of like potential for crits, which is rare. But I'm down.
Sure.
I'm down. Yeah.
It had to be done.
Do that. I'm gonna have Ash just heal Annette. Why would you psychic? Oh, whatever. That's fine. It's not like it's gonna do too much anyway. Death works. 38% chance to crit. But I mean, that stops that, so that's fine. Okay. So what is my next play? Everyone over here should be fine.
Child's play.
Death works, what a quote. You can add that as a quote. Isn't that, hold on. Let me see. Is it, it's timer, right? Yeah. I can do quotes. Oops. Quotes. Boom. Yeah, anyone has access to that command, I believe. But I mean, it does. I don't know what we really were expecting.
I don't expect forgiveness.
Okay. I want to have Mercedes' team and the other team like go around the sides.
I have made my peace.
I think that's the best play. I don't want to take on Cornelia yet. But if I can have the two teams on the side go around, everyone else can take on the Titaness. Okay. Dedu will take this guy down.
Luck wasn't with you.
I also just realized I have not given a sword to anybody, but that's okay. We don't need one. Yeah. I don't know what to expect from this Titaness thing. Let's Nosferatu and see. 25. What a hit. So that's one Titaness down. What is it gonna give itself?
These things are surprisingly tough. Are they being reinforced by magic?
If there is magic in use, we should find the source and eliminate it.
It's probably the people all around, huh? Is it you? Are you like a controller or something? Or it's probably the Switch. I mean, I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, Pavase, barrier. So axe users. Oh, it's not that bad. Come on, it's not that bad. Straight up. Like, it very much is not that bad of a enemy. Do I know what your super move is though? Titanimaki. Titanimaki? Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, let's go.
Weren't the Titaness enough for you? Well then, we had better activate the Viscum.
What's the Viscum?
Saw it coming.
It's not gonna do anything. Unless your name's Dedu. But that's okay. Alright, we just told that soldier to go die. That was easy. Tomahawk? But what about death?
Same old, same old.
Oh, you have psychic like equipped. Whatever. That's fine. Dimitri, you're trying your best. I'm actually nervous for the crits, but I think we should be okay. Ash. You can use Nosferatu. Entirely work as well as I was hoping, but that's okay.
You're done.
Let's go, what nuts? With the big
I can
hits?
always depend on you.
See if we can keep moving forward. Psychic Dimitri.
Quite helpful.
So can these things be destroyed? I guess they can't. Okay. So I'm gonna use some big attacks. Well, we should take out one at a time. That's the big thing, is we should definitely take out one at a time. So let's stunned. Seraphim's actually really good, but I don't think in this case it is. Okay, well it is, but it's also not. So here's what we're gonna do. You still have Nosferatu. Can you get a crit? Yes. And then I think with Ingrid, yeah, with Ingrid, we'll use Seraphim, and Seraphim should get the kill.
Prepare yourself.
Yep. Nice.
My duty
That's one
is
Titanus
your death.
done.
Reassuring.
Sylvain, I'm gonna have you move up to Nosferatu. Okay. I'm gonna have you move up. And then I'm gonna heal Dedu. Yeah, Dedu should be just healed.
Thank you.
Okay. So that's everything there. And then this team needs to start moving up fast. Psychic. Oh, you can Psychic Sylvain from there? That's great. Interesting. And then Flame can also head up. I'll rescue you! Thank you for rescuing me. That was a great help. Hitting to do. It's fine. Hitting to do. That's okay still. Meteor and Alois. That's painful. Wow. Dude just survived a meteor. Crazy. Alright. Dedu hopefully survives this? I don't know what to expect here, honestly. 15 and 22. Not bad. That was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be, honestly. That was actually a lot better. I'm gonna have you back up. Because if this guy's gonna attack, Felix should be able to counterattack.
Don't let your guard down.
We'll have Dedu hit right here. That sucks. But that's okay. A vase. Causing problems. We'll recover you.
My thanks.
Seraphim is still an option. That was a crit. Okay.
What's the plan?
Your plan is actually going to be to not attack. I actually am going to have you heal.
Thank you.
Based on the fact that he just crit you, I'm going to say
Ready when you are.
just not die. If I, hold on, if I Nosferatu, Yeah, I'm gonna Nosferatu, so that way I don't do anything ridiculous.
Ready and able.
Everyone else needs to move forward.
Why, thank you.
Wait a second. Isn't Flame a holy knight? Yeah. I'm gonna have Flame do the healing.
Onward. Thanks. At your service.
You can go kill this person with Bologna. I don't know how. I feel like I want to call it baloney, but it's not baloney.
I had to protect my friends.
Ready and able.
We just move forward. And that just leaves everyone else on this side, right?
I'm your girl.
Let's move forward.
I'd be honored.
Move forward. Ash does not have that much movement, does he? Psychic. Oh, Psychic Sylvain. Easily. Man, she has such a long psychic range. Did he use Pegasus? Just withdrew. So he's gonna be taking a little bit more damage.
Too close.
Wow. Ow. Can you not do that? Alright, so I'm gonna assume that flipping the switch is going to stop some stuff. Alright, archers are starting to move in. Flames actually does damage? What? Okay. To do still good. Alright, Titanus, we should be able to take the Titanus down right now.
Don't let your guard down.
Yeah. To do, we should be okay, I hope. Thank you.
Ready when you are.
Ingrid, I'm gonna do... Let's see if I can keep doing Nosferatu on these. And then we'll heal up after this. But I want to see if I can get it fully down.
Leave it to me.
That's the goal. If I can get this thing fully dead, or like fully stunned, that would be great.
I'll cut through.
Pointless.
Nice miss. Parthium, nice.
What's the plan?
Alright, Sylvain should be able to come in for the kill. Should have used Seraphim, but that's okay. We have 11 Divine Pulse charges. It's okay. Seraphim. Down it goes. Okay. Can I attack this or something?
I owe you.
At your service.
Well, can't get over there yet, but that's fine.
I won't forget this.
Luis is fine. You're healed.
Onward.
Thank you.
And go upstairs.
Ready
Alright.
and able.
Team right side is doing great. Team right side is doing absolutely fantastic. Team left is
I'd be honored.
very slowly moving forward.
Me? Really? Why not?
Let's not do the death and instead do the swarm. A plague befiles you. You have a brave sword? Holy shit.
I'm
I'll take that brave sword. Okay. We should be okay. Oh, you're gonna do damage to Volika? Volika doesn't take damage. Let it be known. We're all moving. Oh, you're gonna try to inflict death on Annette? Doesn't work like that. We have a Wu Dao. Okay.
The situation is dire.
Let's get everyone to heal up.
My thanks.
Actually, before we do that, do the lever.
That should stop the supply of magic. Now we should be able to land attacks on those things.
These strange devices and weapons. They are the Empire's? Unbelievable.
Wait, were we not able to land attacks before? I don't really know what they mean by now we're able to land attacks. I feel pretty good about us landing attacks before. Just saying.
Leave it to me.
Dimitri.
You honor me.
Heal.
I'll cut through. Thanks for that.
The goal is just to get everyone to start healing.
Sorry.
There we go. Team right side.
I won't back down! I'm nobody's fool.
As I expected.
Elixir.
I'm still here.
So we got a Wudao from that.
I owe you.
I guess everyone's just gonna be using Psychic. I guess that's the plan. So here's the issue that I'm seeing now. Team right is gonna have to fight a Titaness. I guess I don't need to, but it's gonna happen. Just rescue. Who hasn't moved?
I am
Do
prepared.
has not moved. Okay. So they're all moving to the left. We're about to fight a Titaness. In fact, I think we're okay. Alright, so we're gonna move up everyone to fight this Titaness next. Dimitri's moving up. He says as he realizes that
The
Ingrid
situation
is
is dire.
still very weak.
Thank you.
What's the plan?
Thanks.
I have to move to the side. Yes.
Leave it to me.
So that means Dimitri could help out.
Thank you.
What's my strategy?
And then it's weird that Volika does not know Psychic. That seems
Onward.
weird to me. Nosferatu on this thing. Yeah. She should be okay. I'm gonna have her move back so that way hopefully it doesn't
At
hit
your
her.
service.
Can I Ragnarok you? I can. Goddamn guard, of course.
Ready and able.
Okay. Fire should kill. And then you three on this side
I'd be honored.
need to move up.
Thanks.
I'm your girl.
Why not?
I mean, this is working out pretty well, all things considered. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. We have no more electricity happening. They're all moving down to fight team left side. The Titaness is now moving towards Cornelia. Okay. And no, these things are now much weaker. Okay. But now they want to fight. Oh, they're going to the right. Alright, how bad is this? Just 19 to you? Okay.
How's this?
Device on flame?
I am prepared.
I think we can get these killed pretty soon. This is actually gonna
Ready
be
when you
very. It's gonna be close. Because we can't attack Cornelia yet. Like that's the big key. Is we cannot attack Cornelia yet. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Too slow.
Nice. Congratulations on learning to fly. Or Holy Knight. Oh yeah, you're a Holy Knight, so this makes sense. I'm gonna have you move this way. Because then Sylvain can come in. We finish up with the Nosferatu.
Obvious.
Sweet. And then I'm just gonna have Polka heal.
You saved me.
I don't want you doing any damage. This does not look good.
Not so fast. Yeah.
Okay, that's how we do this.
Hey!
Because I'll have Flame then Nosferatu from like back here. Ow. Flame's gonna die. Flame's gonna die. So I think the better option... Can I Nosferatu you? I can. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna Nosferatu you. And then run down here. So that way they have to attack Mercedes. Meanwhile, you three all get to now deal with archers.
I'd be honored.
You can Nosferatu some people. This is working spectacularly, honestly. This fight's actually going very, very well. Give them some asthma.
Same old,
My
same old.
asthma. It's not gonna work, buddy. Don't you know the farther you aim, the worse it is? You got a crit off of that? Mercedes is dead. Oh, the miss! The miss! Mercedes is alive! Against literally all odds. Against literally all of the odds.
I had to protect my friends.
Okay.
I am prepared.
Leave it to me.
Dimitri, you can take this down.
Hate me if you must.
I'll cut through.
You can heal. I need people with psychic. I desperately need people with psychic. You are just gonna be chilling right there.
Plan?
Do you have psychic? Yes, you do. Save Mercedes.
So helpful.
And I'm gonna have you move up.
Ready when you are.
You also have psychic. Save Mercedes. Mercedes survived a crit against all odds.
What's my strategy?
You can heal Felix.
Huh, thanks.
Okay.
Ready and able.
That was the most insane thing ever.
Saw that.
The Aegis prevented that. Okay. I'm gonna heal Eloise, but then we're gonna run. Yeah, we're gonna run up here.
At your service.
And then, same thing, we're going to heal Flame.
Why, thank you.
Get everyone back to full. But wait here. Okay. Now...
You ready? I'm sorry.
Annette with an axe is working out
always depend
beautifully.
on you.
Dang, nice hit. Nice shot. Give him the asthma.
Relax. You're dead.
Alright, that's pretty much everything, though.
Pathetic.
This Titaness is like, I'm coming to attack too! Dang. Nice miss. The dude will just kill this
More
guy.
proof of my loyalty.
Need to kill this dude with some more Nosferatu.
Won't work.
Back up a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll just kind of speed kill this. Don't need to really worry about it too much. You don't have Nosferatu anymore. Interesting.
Saw it coming.
Well, since you have a spear, at least you can stab him. We finally have somebody using a weapon that's not... like, nothing, I guess. Oh yeah, you have this move. You should be fine. Alright, this Titaness should be dead then soon too. Hopefully. Oh no, you're Valkyrie. Which... use Thunder?
Excuse me. Yeah.
Alright. No, I'm gonna have you grab this. Lane. Still Nosferatu. Are you a Dark Knight or you're a Holy Knight? You are a Holy Knight. You just make no sense. That's good to know.
Mother. Onward.
I guess that makes up for Mercedes just demolishing.
I'd be honored.
I guess that does make sense.
Why not?
You're a big help.
Heal.
I'm your girl.
See if we can get a net moving over. Alright.
Hey.
So there's just 2 Titaness left and then Cornelia. Everything's working fantastic right now. I'm just gonna skip that. I don't need to see that animation again. Please don't kill. Thank you. Double Aegis Guard? Damn. Nice.
Ready when you are.
Do you have Psychic? Yes, you do.
I am prepared.
I'll have the people who have physical attacks go first. Ooh, nice.
Leave it to me. Foolish.
I'll cut through.
There we go. Felix with the last hit. So that one's done. Everyone else needs to start healing.
What's the plan?
Everyone start healing. Volika actually doesn't need to heal anymore.
What's my strategy?
Everyone else over here, though, hopefully will kill this thing. Thank goodness. That's all the Titaness down.
At your service.
Now it is time to just heal everybody.
Oh, lovely. Leave.
Alright, you all are good. I'm just gonna let's fortify. Nets. I'll warp you all the way over here. Oh god, I'm flying! What the heck are you? What? Sir, you're on a horse. I'm gonna need you to cut them off real quick. Alright, if you're healed, move to the front lines. Do we know if anyone has any specific dialogue for Cornelia? I think everyone's fine, honestly. Just get over here. It's gonna go for cutoff. Excuse me, sir. I would like that bow that you have.
Too easy.
One to remember.
Don't know why you suddenly have this bow, but sure. Alright, so Dimitri will die if I do anything crazy. You have a gambit? You do. If I attack you, you'll be dead. Sylvain shows up in Nosferatu's. A net with an axe will more than likely kill. Not necessarily. I think this is the best idea.
Oh my, what a charming guest. Let me take care of you.
There we go. So we do this, and then we go over here, Gambit, Assembly.
My, it's been a long time, hasn't it, Your Highness? You've grown awfully strong.
Oh, shameless. I bet it was you who killed my uncle and set me up. Am I right?
Too true. I'd already forgotten about all that loveliness.
I'll kill you, you monster. You will pay for all that you have done.
I'm with you.
We must destroy you now.
Damn, that's super. We must destroy you now. Down you go.
So this is as far as I could get. Well, so be it. Still, I'll give you a little gift.
It's over, Cornelia. If you have any last words, now is the time.
Right you are. Very well. I have an old tale that I would like you to hear, if I may. About something that happened 10 years ago. Something Patricia said about how she wished to see her real daughter again, no matter who or what she had to sacrifice
Thank you, Sage.
to do so. And about how I made her wish come true, at the cost of the king's head.
The king's head? You mean Dusker? You monster!
So Cornelia and Patricia were behind it.
You mean
Interesting.
saying my father, everyone, was killed by my stepmother?
That's right. Her family meant everything to her. You certainly know that feeling, do you not? Oh, poor little prince. Unloved by the only mother he ever knew. How pitiful.
How dare you!
There's nothing left for you now. Nothing but despair.
Oh, damn. Gilbert coming in with the dots. MVP was Felix. Makes sense. Damn. His own stepmother caused the tragedy of Dusker. That not good. It's not good at all.
Try as that woman might to spout nonsense to her very last, nothing could change the fact that she was an enemy of the kingdom. She sold out Fargus to the Empire, forcing our people to suffer their tyranny. But all that ends today. No more blood will be needlessly spilled. Now that Cornelia has fallen, we will exert pressure on the nobles who were aligned with her. Perhaps we may yet find a connection to the tragic incident in Dusker. Once we do that, we will finally be able to prove the innocence of its people.
Your Highness, I am certain that would make those of Duscur who lost their lives that day very happy. I am grateful, and I am proud to serve a man such as you.
Yeah, did you?
Your Highness. You still have some responsibilities that must be carried out. Your people have been patiently awaiting your return.
Do you mean... No. I can't bear to face them after all that I...
You must face them, buddy.
Professor. Right you are, as ever. I am their king, after all. What is this?
Aw, look at that!
As you can see, the people are rejoicing at the return of their king.
Even though I turned my back on them and fled the kingdom in disgrace.
Even so, the spectacle before you does not lie. We are a kingdom in need of a king, a hero to save the people from their long oppression. Your Highness, it is truly a blessing that you have returned.
Do I really have the right to stand here? Will they accept me as their king? Bloodstained as I am? Am I fit to be king?
Your tone all will be forgiven,
Yes.
buddy.
You are right again, my friend. I am finally home again. Fargus, how I missed you.
Good shit. Good shit. City streets.
It may be spring, but the nights are quite chilly here in Ferdiad. Still, our celebratory feast shows no sign of stopping. Have you grown weary of the festivities?
I was gonna ask you the same, buddy. Where are you?
It's not that I have grown weary. More that I find it difficult to be around everyone at the moment. I have just returned from visiting the graves of my loved ones. It had been a long while since I left Flowers.
5 years, in fact, dude. Kind of a dick
I
move.
was always terribly afraid of going near there, but I could not stay away forever. You have taught me something important, Professor.
Humor?
You never let up, do you? No, what I'm referring to is far more valuable. How should I put this? Perhaps it is most accurate to say that you taught me how to live.
And I'm glad.
If you and I had not reunited on that fateful day, I am certain I would have died a fruitless death on the battlefield.
I'm pretty sure you would start killing people indiscriminately.
I would have foolishly challenged a horde of foes. And in doing so, needlessly sacrificed the lives of my friends and myself. But now I have returned to my rightful place. I struggle with what to say when I know well that words are not enough to express my gratitude. You saved me from the darkness and guided me back to the light. Thank you, Professor. With all that I am, I thank you.
Are you happy?
That is a hard question to answer. I still do not believe I deserve happiness. These hands of mine have taken so many lives. Nobles and commoners, adults and children. Perhaps a day will come when I have finally atoned for my sins. But such a day is not possible until after the war is over. But I digress. For tonight, our only focus should be to bask in our victory. After that, we must prepare for our battle with the Empire. To start, we must absorb the Kingdom Knights taken by the Dukedom into our own forces and reshuffle our troops. The Lords will need to help purge our territory of Imperial forces, and I will use my authority as king to gather forces from various regions.
Dang, he's all up in
And
this.
we'll
He's
have to
doing
ask
it.
the merchants to lend us the funds we require. Oh, and we must request delivery of supplies at once.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Just thinking about it all makes my head spin. There is much to do, but it is all critical work if we hope to stand a chance against the Empire.
I mean, is there no way to exist with the Empire, or no?
Knowing Edelgard, I doubt there is a path that leads to our coexistence. I believe we have spoken of this before. Everyone has something they simply cannot accept. As for Edelgard, I am certain she will never be able to accept the Church of Seros. I believe that is why she seeks to destroy it. She is looking to revolutionize the world, in her mind, for the better. But even if she manages to birth a new world, it would be at the cost of... I wish to end this war through acceptance, not annihilation.
I think it's gonna be annihilation,
Just
though.
as my people accepted me, I wish dearly to accept her. But I fear...
Your
What's up?
Highness, I finally found you.
Hello.
I'm sorry for slipping away. Has something happened?
An express messenger just arrived from the leader of the Alliance. Please, return to the castle at once.
The
An
Alliance.
express messenger? What in the world could Claude be after? I am on my way. Professor, please join me.
I got you. I'm here. What's Claude want? What's the Claude boy need? What does the boy of the Claude need?
Part 2.
The Golden Deer's plea.
Azure Moon. Garland Moon. The Golden Deer's plea. The Kingdom Army has reclaimed the Kingdom capital and plans to immediately begin restoring the country and its forces. But an unexpected request arrives from Claude, leader of the Leicester Alliance. Dimitri promptly responds to the request for aid, and he rushes to prepare the kingdom's forces.
So Claude needs help, even though Claude tried to attack us earlier in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. And then the deer just kind of showed up and were like, hey, we're here, hi, bye. And Claude almost murdered, like, my team. This dude had a ridiculous bow. Oh, hello.
We have received a request for aid from the Alliance. They are being invaded by the Empire.
Oh, that checks out.
We have only just taken back Ferdiad, and yet I am already asking all of you to move out once more. Please accept my apologies for that.
Meanwhile, Ingrid's still in the maid outfit.
That's no problem at all. More importantly, how is the Alliance faring?
House Regan has rallied the Alliance lords. They are facing the enemy with all the strength they can muster. But we do not know how far that will get them. It seems the enemy's relentless attacks have forced them into a tough situation. Their defeated Gronder severely weakened the Alliance. I imagine the Empire now intends to destroy them before they can recover.
To think they'd watch us chase their soldiers out of the kingdom capital, then immediately go invade the Alliance. Their general is Lord Volkard von Arundel. He serves as regent to the Emperor.
I feel like we know an
He
Arundel,
has
right?
presumably taken command after the Emperor was wounded in Gronder.
He is known for his shrewdness and excels not only in domestic affairs, but tactics as well. He is not an opponent we should take lightly. Lord Arundel.
You concerned at all,
I
or?
always suspected that Lord Arundel was behind the tragedy 9 years ago. The timing of his departure from the kingdom, the fact that he abruptly stopped making donations. Too many factors made him suspect. If Lord Arundel conspired with Cornelia, then what Kronya and the others said 5 years ago? Well, never mind that for now.
Gilbert's like,
The
hold up.
Alliance needs our help. What are your thoughts?
If we turn our back on the Alliance and then Deirdre falls, it will undoubtedly make our situation difficult further down the road. We would have enemies in two directions, in the Alliance to the northeast, and in the Empire to the south.
That is true. In that scenario, we would not be able to safely march our soldiers to Enbar.
I am terribly worried about Lady Rhea, but I believe we must save the Alliance
God,
first.
everyone's worried about Rhea.
Maybe if we
Always
do this,
Rhea.
the Alliance will help us out in return. We could ask them to help us attack the Empire. You know, a sneak attack or something.
Annie, when did you become so devious?
What would your mother think?
What? It wasn't that devious.
What do you think, Professor?
Hey, I support whatever Dimitri decides.
We must go to Deirdre. I will admit that there is something to be gained for us as well, for when we eventually march south. But far more importantly, they need us. We cannot turn our backs on them.
Sounds good,
We
buddy.
will arrange to head out at once. Prepare yourselves, everyone.
It's gonna be at the end of the month, but I mean, fair point. Oh my gosh, look at all the birthdays. Whose birthday is it? It's Sylvain's birthday. Let's go. The boy. Sylvain, what's your favorite tea? Bergamot, apparently.
Hey, sorry for the wait, Professor. You've got excellent taste, Professor. This is great tea. Thank you so much.
Enjoy the tea, Sylvain. Enjoy it.
Ah, delicious.
Everyone's so tall. It looks like he's conspiring. He just super looks like he's conspiring.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess dining partners twice.
You are really curious, aren't you? Eh, I'm glad you're like that.
Whatever. Got it. I got what we needed.
Wow. Professor, you are... Is it rude to say you're a mysterious person? Because you are. Mysterious.
Thanks, Sylvain.
Is something wrong with my face? A bruise on my cheek? Nah, Professor, everything's fine.
I love how you just check. Look at the pretty boy. Dude. Listen,
Thank you for the treat,
dude's
Professor. I'd like to do this again sometime.
His hair, like, pretty... It's a good-looking dude. Good-looking dude. Now we have to decide between him and Felix and... Dimitri, we gotta... Well, everybody. But the last one is the canon one for the Kit timeline of things. Just letting y'all know. Alright. Support Dimitri and Annette. Yeah, we still got Gilbert, but I mean, we'll get there. Dimitri and Annette, more supports because
Your Highness, thank you for everything.
Is this sudden? Why so formal? You are not about to tell me you intend to leave the army, are you?
Oh no, it's not that. I just had the chance to return to the capital on military business. It had really been a long time. Life's pretty hard there right now, but its old vitality seems to be returning bit by bit. If it wasn't for you, I'm sure things wouldn't be looking so promising. So...
Come now, no need to exaggerate. Do not forget that I abandoned them and fled once as well.
You had no choice. If you had remained in the capital, you would have been killed.
True.
If you keep thinking so dark and gloomy, you're gonna end up looking just like Father.
Annette, you probably do not realize, but over those 5 years, I took many lives. I slaughtered generals and officials alike with brutality you would scarcely think a human was capable of. And as I have intensified my fight with the Empire, how many people have fallen in the capital?
A lot of people.
My hands are already dripping with blood. I cannot be forgiven.
You really are a lot more like Father than I am. Before Father left us, he used to say similar things. I
Damn.
don't want you to end up like him. So, I've been thinking, when this war is over, I was wondering whether I could help you with your work. Of course, I don't know how much I'd be able to support a king.
You'll be
What are
fine.
you saying?
If I leave you to your own devices, you'll forget how to laugh. We can't have that.
You already forgot 5 years ago for a bit.
Do what you have to do with such a miserable look on your face. So, if you'll have me, I'd like to stay by your side. If you're sad or suffering, I'll just starve you until you muster a smile.
Starve me?
Aw, he laughing.
Hey, you weren't supposed to laugh at that part. I thought a lot about this.
Sorry, I could not help myself. Certainly with you around, I will not have any cause to frown. By all means, join me, Annette. And never lose that sweet smile of yours.
Yes, I promise.
Let's go. Team friendship. Oh shit, and then Annette and Gilbert. Oh no, Annette and Hanneman? That finally?
So sorry for always taking up your time, Professor Hanneman.
Nonsense. I told you to come to me anytime you needed help.
So I guess this unlocks just all of Annette's stuff
Nothing
then.
to be sorry about at all. So, what can I help you with today, Miss Annette?
Oh, nothing in particular.
Perhaps not related to your studies, but I sense something else troubles you.
You see right through me, Professor Hanneman. Okay, here goes. The truth is, I've been wondering what I'll do when the war finally comes to an end.
Gilbert had a long career as a knight. I imagine he would smile on his daughter following his lead.
Probably.
Your marks at both the School of Sorcery and the Military Academy were exceptional. You have many, many options. The only trouble I see for you is in picking which one to chase.
You've hit the nail on the head. There's so much I want to do. I feel completely lost.
Lost, hmm? It seems to me that you're just lacking in decisiveness.
So much yawning, Jesus!
For example, I've already been considering my own future once this war ends at last. I think I might leave Garrick Mach.
Oh shit, what?
I've spent a great deal of time researching crests, both in the Empire and at the monastery. Fodlan is large, with much to see and learn. It would be a shame to spend all my years in too few places.
Fair.
But where will you go?
That's the question, isn't it? I've considered the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad.
Oh, nice.
To
Okay.
get a new viewpoint on crest
So going to the
research.
capital directly.
There are certainly discoveries to be made. However, new places are daunting. Yet, I'd have no complaints if I had a former student as an apprentice. Say, a former student who is brimming with curiosity, talented at magic, and as tidy as myself.
You don't mean me, do you?
I was merely expressing a possibility. It all depends on your own feelings and interests.
I have considered that it might be nice to be a professor like you. But I'm such a scatterbrain, and I make mistakes all the time. So I'm not confident I can manage.
You got this, Annette. You'll be
Those are
fine.
minor side notes compared to your wonderful qualities, Miss Annette. You are serious in your studies and possessing of excellent character. You surpass even myself.
Do you really think so? Maybe I can do it after all.
I truly feel you could. Yes, you could accompany me to Ferdiad. I think that would be most splendid, don't you?
I feel like, with your guidance, I could excel anywhere.
First, though, we must put an end to this war. The future cannot begin until we achieve victory.
That's true. I'm gonna try my hardest to make sure that happens.
I know you will, Miss Annette. You have my full support.
Go, team, go! Go, team, go! That's all I can think with that. Alright, so the only one left is Happy and Dimitri, and then Gilbert and Dimitri. Interesting. Interesting. Oh yeah, by the way, more certifications. So I think then the rest of this stream is gonna be, well, these certifications, because I have to do this on this stream. No one else. We'll do this and then the God, so I'm gonna have to do this and then I'm gonna have to do the exploration. Damn, okay. Also, I'm forgetting, is there 21 or 22? We literally looked this up before and I just forget. 22 chapters. Okay. So we're on chapter 19. So it goes 19, 20, 21, and 22 are, I think we said that 21 and 22 were put together, right? Like 21 leads you straight into 22. I thought it was 20 to 21, but obviously I don't know. I don't remember anything. Alright, is Felix gonna be maxed out? Felix getting maxed out? Felix is maxed out! Let's go!
Easy.
Alright, that is, Felix is completely done. So once Felix gets all S+ ranks, Felix is good. Because I do not have the ability to get another Dark Seal. Nice. So there's 2 characters that are maxed. So now I'm trying to think of how I would want to get all of this done. Oh shit, do I have new paralogs? That's something I should consider. Do I have new paralogs? I do. The Silver Maiden. Arenhod, the fortress city, lies on what was once the border between the kingdom and the empire, is a valuable strategic asset. Mitri intends to reclaim it. I'm guessing that that's only available this month? So let me think this through. There's only one paralog left, which is that one. Even if I do all of... Even if I get through the exploration, that's going to put me just before that is the last paralog? Okay. So... for this route. Gotcha. I'm just trying to piece it together to figure out, like... timing-wise. Because here's the thing. I still would need to max out all the classes before we do the next stream for this game, right? Because once again, if I can get everyone's classes maxed out, like New Game Plus stuff will be a lot more fun, and we can do some maybe like interesting strategies. I do want to do the big misfit strategy where everyone is a class that they technically should not be. Like that one just sounds really fun to me. So let me think. Because now this plays into tomorrow.
It's all thanks.
So I'd have to play this off stream.
I must.
Ingrid's got one left. Gosh, we're getting a lot of characters to their last. We're getting a lot of characters to their last things. Which means we are slowly going to be able to like no longer do certifications for people. Linhardt, on the other hand, is just full of just not doing anything. Hey, at least he finally passed a test. After so long, this man finally passes a test. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to switch my schedule then a little bit. You have until 8/23 to finish this paralog. So that's the last, but that's the last month then, right? That's 21. So that is, excuse me, that is chapter 21. So, I mean, even still, I think it's going to be best that we do this paralog this month. So how do I want to handle this moving forward? That's the question. Let's talk about this before we do the exploration and everything, since we're just doing certifications, so we can talk about it. So I really would like to level up everyone's classes before I do anything else. Like, it would be a big weight off my chest just to keep getting everyone's classes maxed out. Because if they all get maxed out, right? If we get them all maxed out, New Game Plus runs are going to be fun. And let's be real, I don't think hardly anybody is as insane enough as me to do what I'm doing right now in this game. It has taken me almost, what, 3 years, 2 years to get through one route because I'm really bad at timing. So what do we do tomorrow then as a result? Because let's be real, I'm not going to be able to get all of the classes done before tomorrow. Unless I stay up all night. And even then, I would want to stream something tonight. I think. What if
I pat.
I have an idea? Because before work tomorrow, if I wake up at the same time and stream at like 11 tomorrow, I'll have enough time to play 2 games. Or I would play 1 and then grind in this game.
I have.
I think that's, you know what? That might be the play. I think that might actually be the play. So tomorrow, instead of playing Fire Emblem, because I would need to get everything set up then regarding the get everything taken care of regarding the classes, it might be best if I play a game where I could play both this and stream a different game. Similar, which the only one that comes to mind, unfortunately, is DBD. Which I could do. Because if I can go through and get through DBD stuff, and then I could also do this on the side, that should give me enough time. But do I really want to be pissed off the rest of the day? Because let's be real, DVD will do that. Yeah, there's a lot of options right now. It's just the thing is, I would have to play this game off stream because there's no way I would stream just the grind. The mind-numbing grind. Heck, I could play this game and also watch Archer, if anything.
Perfect.
Which I'd probably do. Oops. You know, I could probably do that tonight for a bit. I'll see how far I get tonight, because I've been pretty good with getting like through all of it. And I think that'll ultimately determine what we do tomorrow. Because once again, once we get through all of these classes once, we never have to again. Like, never ever have to do this mind-numbing grind again. Because what time am I even getting home tonight? Wait, is Leonie maxed? Is Leonie on my list of maxed? Oh my gosh, she is. I didn't realize. That's cool. There's another character that's also maxed I just looked at my list for. That is surprising me that she's actually maxed as well. Manuela is actually maxed. Which is a rather big shock, I'm not gonna lie. Manuela, of all characters, is maxed. Man, there's so many different games floating around in my head right now of like what I can do tomorrow. The big one that keeps popping up is Genshin, honestly. Because I can do Genshin's event tomorrow and then still have time to stream something else before work. Or if I just play Genshin, I can then just grind for the rest of the day. The problem is tonight I don't think I'm getting home until 1:30 in the morning. So I'd get home at 1:30 in the morning. I'd probably grind to like maybe 4 in the morning. Fall asleep. I'd wake up at probably 10, and then we'd start streaming at 11. I think that's how that would go. So what that 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5:30, about 6 hours. Genshin would be 3 hours. We could do Hat in Time, because I don't think Hat in Time would take any longer than 3 hours. So what's the last achievement that I gotta do in that game? Because they did this update, but like I don't think I have anyone to do the update with. Let me go back. Yeah, they added 2 achievements. Raid a Steam Workshop level and collect 30 mod rift tokens from Steam Workshop levels, which means essentially I would be playing with this update. I would have to play a bunch of levels, like a bunch of communities. Which, if I recall correctly, I was not a big fan of community levels when I played this game, or played Hat in Time originally. Hat in Time's a fun game, though. I liked it. I definitely... Gosh. I remember the finale of A Hat in Time, the final stream I did of the game, rather, not like the final of the game itself, or the story. The final stream I did of the game, I remember pissed me off to such high extremes and disheartened me so much. For those who've never played Hat in Time, first off, it is a platforming game. So it's a platformer, collectathon.
Well,
Really fun game. And a lot of really cool movement. But there's a thing called the Death Wish challenges, which are challenges that are just insanely difficult. Like, we're talking super difficult just challenges. And what happens is the final challenge, which is... Oh, gosh, somebody's texting me and it's very loud. The final challenge is essentially you have to fight the final boss without taking a hit once. And the final challenge, or the final boss fight, with these new challenges, is like I think it's like a 5 to 6 minute boss fight every attempt. It's like we're stupidly long. So I went in, I gave it a few attempts, and I realized that like I kept getting hit just so consistently that I didn't want to like have the stream last too much longer. So there was a cheese that you can do and get the achievement. Yeah, about 5 to 6 minutes, yeah. But for that final boss fight, for that challenge, there was a cheese where you can essentially trick the game into healing you after every hit. Like, so that and like then it would bypass it. The reason it pissed me off is because, so I used the cheese. I was like, oh, I'm gonna use the cheese. I want to get the stream over with. Let's just do this, get it taken care of. We'll move on from there. Okay. But I didn't get hit in that one attempt that I used the cheese for. Literally the final run where I got the challenge done and everything, I literally turned on did the cheese glitch, but it was never used. And I played so recklessly because I thought I was gonna get hit, and it never happened. And I got so upset because like I went through all the trouble to get the glitch to work for no reason. So I was like, yeah, I did the hardest challenge and I did it like legitimately, but also my buffer was illegitimate, if that makes sense. So, but I, you know, I beat it. I was proud of it, but I remember I was so upset at the end of it because I was like, you gotta be kidding that I beat the challenge with while this backup was just never used. Which seems to be a running gag with me with like some boss fights that I've done in the past, where it's like these are the hardest boss fights or this is like the hardest thing to do, and it'll take me a few attempts, but I'm definitely I'm after like 1 or 2 attempts, because I don't want it to drag on for too long, like I'm definitely looking for like other opportunities, like what to do. That's why I'm scared for the day whenever I stream Elden Ring, because I've heard of that boss fight that like is ludicrously insane to fight. Like I think it's the boss fight where there's a guy with a pot on his head that always like is there in case you need help. So I don't know their name, but I know like Dan Giesling spent over 3,000 attempts to beat that boss. And he's pretty good at games, so it's like, damn. I know with me, I'm just like, I don't think I can handle 3,000 attempts. I don't do this full time enough to to be able to do 3,000 attempts on stream. There's a lot to still do. Once again, a lot of games we still gotta play through. I've actually once again been looking at like the list of games I gotta get through and like streams I've done in the past that I still need, like, that either I'm not satisfied with how they ended or I still need to do some stuff. One of them is Monster Hunter Rise. I think the Sunbreak expansion came out semi-recently. People have been saying that's really, really good. But I haven't played Monster Hunter Rise in, I think, a year now. That's because everyone I played the game with moved on to something else. I've also been thinking about maybe doing Sea of Thieves streams again, though the other issue with that is that all my friends who play Sea of Thieves, who would probably join, only want to do PvP. And PvP, as stated earlier in this stream, is something that I am not good at all, which is why most of the time I am the one steering the boat.
Was there...
Everyone else is killing everybody and I'm just casually steering a boat. It's funny, but it's at the same time I'm like, damn. One of these days I might get better at PvP games. But then I think back to my Deathloop streams, to which I knew that if I didn't shut off PvP for the single player playthrough, it was going to be a bad time. Anywho, time to explore. What do we got? Supply run, failure trend. So, oh, there's no like really new quests, huh? Interesting. What a
The very
bash.
same night we liberated the capital, a messenger arrived from Deirdre. Claude must have predicted that we'd retake it. Claude's a hard person to read. It's obvious not much escapes his eye, though. Kind of unsettling, honestly.
It's fine. Alright, let's start with Abyss. Hello, Shifty Merchant. I'd like to go to Abyss, please. So much stuff to do, so much stuff to see.
Professor!
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. I hear Deirdre is our next objective. Small world. That's actually where I grew up. It's a great place.
Nice. It's a small world. No, I'm not gonna sing it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Professor, I was most relieved to hear that no one at the School of Sorcery was harmed. They are capable people who bear Fodlan's future on their shoulders. We can afford to lose none of them.
It's good that Freddy had stars again.
The future of magic is bright. Though it would be brighter if my own house's future was guaranteed. The Alliance is next on our agenda, yes? Watch carefully for my dazzling spellcraft.
See, technically you were there in the fight, but Constance, you were also depressed
yeah.
again.
Runs you ragged. Marches you from place to place, prodding you to fight. They promised me 3 meals a day. They'd have to give a lot more than that to get me to sign on. I'd rather starve down here than deal with that.
Damn. Some people don't like the army, which is... Guess we're not gonna go into that. Hello, you two.
So, the king who came back from hell, defeated the tyrant and liberated the people. It's like something out of a poetic saga. At least those in need will see it as such.
How do you see it?
Isn't like the poor need some lofty air basking in glory. What they need is someone who can ease their woes, keep them fed, things like that. How they view such a king all depends on his ability to provide for them. All things considered, I imagine Dimitri will do a fine job at it.
Yeah, let's go. What up, Happy?
Always fought, I guess. Bandits and nobles clashing over territory, things like that. So before the war, when folks talked about how peaceful everything was, I thought, what continent are you living on? I get it now. A few isolated skirmishes here and there are nothing compared to a full-blown war. The one truly peaceful place I've known was the village where I grew up.
Aww. I hope you get to learn a lot more about Happy in the Three Hopes game. Because she, I think, bar none, is my favorite character.
The Alliance is now little more than a battlefield. I guess that was inevitable. So far, Albrecht territory has remained unscathed, but that won't last forever.
We'll win this for the Alliance
See
as
that
well.
Arundel guy? I'm gonna knock him flat. We're short on time, but we have to go in prepared. If we lose this, we lose everything. The stakes are too damn high.
Are they? I think we'll be just fine. I think you're overreacting just a little bit. I think just a little bit he's overreacting. Cats and dogs, dogs and cats. I don't remember what giving dogs and cats gifts do. Because I think you could feed them fish or something, and that's what's supposed to do things, but I don't know much else other than that.
I have been wondering something. If I had not been your student, where would I be right now? Who would I be? Do you ever think about that sort of thing, Professor?
Like, what if I led a different class?
So you do think about such questions. You can never find answers, though, right? We cannot turn back time. So there is no way to go back and try a different path.
Sir, it seems like you don't know what New Game Plus is. I understand.
This doesn't end with liberating the kingdom capital. Deirdre is next. That prince really works his people hard, doesn't he? Or should I be calling him a king now? Whatever the title is, he'll always be Dimitri to me.
Didn't they used to call Claude the Master Tactician? I want a nickname too. Maybe I'll get one if I can rescue him at Deirdre. I'll come up with a plan that's even better than his and earn a nickname for sure.
I'm sure you will, Caspar. Sure you will.
Wow, I'm glad Dimitri and Claude don't have to fight one another. I am the daughter of an Alliance lord, though, so I suppose that goes without saying. Having to fight with your former classmates is just so terribly sad.
That's true, and if I didn't get all of you guys on my team, y'all would probably be fighting one another, which is not really that good. think.
Let's see.
Big
So war
nuts.
finally comes to the Alliance territories. I don't mean that there's never been fighting on Alliance soil, of course. There have been countless skirmishes between neighboring lords, as well as conflicts with Almyra. But this is an invasion by an army of the Empire. It's a whole different animal. I don't want to see my family get dragged into this. I hope we can drive back the Empire.
I'm sure we can. Things will be fine. Bernadetta's still in here.
Claude. Which one was he again? Oh, right. Yeah, of course I remember him. It's just, I can't picture his face. Don't remember what he looks like. I'm not sure if I ever knew.
Do we ever get to see Bernie's like actual model, like just out and about? What's in there?
Whoa.
You made a flower crown. Good job, little kid. Proud of you. Also, you can't see behind my face. Let me just hide real quick. I have 2.8 million gold. I don't think our team will be going hungry ever again.
How is that? I am being told you can see the sea from Deirdre. Not just see, that it is right there in front of you. In Bridget, the sea has great closeness. I would be looking at it every day. But in Garrick Mach, we cannot look at the sea. So I am feeling drawn to Deirdre.
She's beautiful.
I think the sea has much beauty, but can also be frightening.
True. I'm scared of the ocean, weirdly enough. Random kit fact for the day. I'm scared of the ocean.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Deirdre is known as the aquatic capital. It's a beautiful town with streets that seem to float on the water and an impressive harbor. In times of peace, it would be a wonderful place for a holiday. Anyway, best of luck in the next battle.
Sounds great. Somebody's over here.
We took
Hilda.
Ferdiad back, but I never found the time to go shopping there. When the war's over and the city is revitalized, I'd like to visit again. Will you come with me, Professor? Really? Oh, I'm so glad. Although, I suppose we have bigger things on our plate, like Claude. He's in big trouble. I bet my family is too. We have to help them, Professor. I know we can't lose with you on our side.
Even though all I've been doing lately is healing people. It's fine.
I hope things go back to normal soon. Hey!
That's all Anna said. I feel like Anna's been saying the same thing this entire time. It's not really gonna question anything else. I literally feel like that's all she says is, we gotta make people happy.
We're gonna go help Claude? I haven't seen him in forever. Wonder how he's been. I chose this side because I believe in you, Professor. But it's not like I got anything against Claude.
Were you close?
Of course! Claude was the kind of person who would be instantly friends with anyone. I got no clue what'll happen to the Alliance. But I sure hope Claude doesn't die.
Yeah, dying kinda sucks. Just a little bit. Dying sucks, yeah. What up, Annette? Mercedes?
I've always wanted to go there. In Fargus, most of the towns are pretty much glorified fortresses. So, to hear about a place called the Aquatic Capital, it just sounds so elegant. When the war's over, I hope I can visit with everyone there.
Hooray! Visiting!
I
What up,
went to
Mercedes?
visit my adoptive father at his home in the capital. He used to grovel at Cornelia's feet when the city was under her control. But after it was liberated, he started courting the kingdom instead.
Whatever it takes to get
He
ahead.
was just doing what he needed to survive. No matter what becomes of the world, it'll always be plagued by people like him.
Yep. That's the world for you. Unfortunately. No, I didn't want to talk to the cat.
He always was sharp among his peers. Never let himself get caught up in conventions. He wasn't typical in Fodlan. I'd like to save him if we can.
Make it in time.
And I'm sure he's already calculated exactly when that will be.
Like, everyone's talking about, like, Claude and everything, and I'm wondering if It's like Claude and Robin are the
A
same.
hungry hero is no better than a well-fed soldier. Do you know that saying? No? That's because I just made it up. If you're hungry, you're never going to be at full strength. Keep your belly full and stay strong.
Sounds great, lady. Sounds great. Oh, Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening. Sorry.
It'll take a little while yet for the capital to be restored to its former glory, but it's not dead yet. Doesn't matter how many times you put the people of Ferdiad down. They'll get right back up again. Just you watch. Before long, things will be back to how they were.
So in Fire Emblem Awakening, this is not a really a spoiler, just to say. Hi Blossy, hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, no, this isn't a spoiler. It's just something that literally is who Robin is. Like when the game starts, Robin's known as a master tactician, able to see like moves far ahead of the pace of like the fight. And that gets brought up a lot in Awakening. Where it's like, don't worry, we have a master tactician on our side. We have a master tactician on our side. We have a master. It's like, okay, hold up, we'll be fine.
It was over 20 years ago. There was an illness raging across Ferdiad, while people were dying left and right. It was Cornelia who saved the kingdom from that dreadful illness.
Cornelia was a doctor?
No, I hear she was originally an imperial scholar. She was in the kingdom by my father's invitation. People praised Cornelia as a saint for ending the epidemic. But there came a day when she completely changed. Her behavior, mannerisms, likes, dislikes, everything. Despite all that, Father still appointed her to a high post. After all, she had saved the kingdom from ruin by that disease. But above all, my stepmother trusted her. That's why what that woman said is... Never mind.
Lord Rodrigue Fraldarius has passed on. Margrave Gautier has assumed his position and is now gathering the lords of the Eastern Territories. House Gautier is equal in prestige to House Fraldarius. Sylvain is a Gautier. These lords are reorganizing the Fargus army and eradicating any remaining factions that claim allegiance to the Empire. Of course, His Highness is being kept apprised with regular reports, but it falls to me to monitor him and ensure he does not try to take on too much. I would ask you to do the same. If you take your eyes off that man, even for a moment, he is liable to do something rash.
True, that's Dimitri for you. Awakening is going to be an interesting game to stream. It is another one that's on my list of like future games, which I think we're going to be doing. Oh, you know what? I'll talk about that at the end of this stream.
Deirdre, the
because
aquatic capital.
I have an idea.
I've heard it's a magnificent city, you know? If we're going, I wish it wasn't to wage war. It'd be more fun to visit with a cute girl on my arm.
Yeah,
maybe you and me? That'd be a good reason to survive the war.
I have to play through the game, I think 5 times in order to complete Awakening. So that'll be fun.
Pardon me.
Oh.
It'll be a
Travel
weird
east from the Alliance
time.
and cross Fodlan's throat. You enter the land of Almyra. House Goneril's territory touches the eastern border of the Alliance. They also have Lord Holst, the most valiant warrior in the Alliance, tasked with keeping watch over the Almyrans' movements. He rarely leaves Goneril territory.
The Alliance leader is too demanding, and the prince is too soft-hearted, don't you think? They spilled much of each other's blood at Gronder. I lost a lot of friends to the Alliance. Sorry, I shouldn't complain. I know this is tactically sound. Everyone seems on board with it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't have any misgivings.
That's fair. That's fair, miss. Yeah. So there's actually there's only one ending to Fire Emblem Awakening. However, if you want to do everything in the game and complete it, you technically have to play the game 5 times.
I was getting excited for our big Empire showdown. I spent so much time mentally preparing. Then we shifted focus to Deirdre. I hadn't been expecting that. But, as a knight who's sworn to serve the goddess, I cannot turn a blind ear to those who seek my aid.
We're still searching for Lady Rhea. No news on that, I'm afraid. Lord Arundel, the Emperor's uncle, is the regent of the Empire. If we crush them at Deirdre, maybe we'll capture him and wring some clues out of him.
Sounds great. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff to focus on. A lot of stuff to do.
Really?
Get to it. Play how many times? 5. So the reason you have to play the game 5 times, hold on. After I talk to these two, I'll talk about it.
I hope Judith is all right. She may be the hero of Daphne, but facing the might of the Empire?
Judith?
I wish there was something more I could do. But I can only pray and hope.
You could technically save Scum, but
Dimitri
it's
is going to
hard.
Claude's aid. How great is that? It's like we've gone back to how things were 5 years ago. It's so nice. Just imagine if 80 was there too. I suppose you can't ever really go back to the way things were in the past.
So the reason you have to play the game so many times is one character has to marry specific characters at a specific point in the game, and there's 5 characters that it can be. I think it's 5 because it's Robin, female Robin. Think Sully and Olivia? Yeah, I think that's 5. So I don't think he can date the other ones. But the reason for it is you have to like unlock secret characters. Very cool, but also mind-boggling. Awakening is actually pretty easy to get the secret characters. But I'll explain it at the end of the stream because I have an idea what I want to do.
Stabbed me 5 years ago? Of course you do. How could you forget?
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, it turns out he's a general in the Imperial Army, claiming victories on dozens of battlefields. But it looks like he's not at Deirdre. Like every man in my life, he's run away from me. And he better run. One day I'm gonna find that guy and pay him back for what he did to me.
This seems to be normal for Fire Emblems. There's some times on secret characters. Yeah, is it Crow? I think Crow is the one who's played some of the old Fire Emblem games, so he would know.
Call him Your Majesty rather than Your Highness. He would refuse my desire, rightfully pointing out that he has not as yet been crowned. However, the day this war is ended and the Church has placed the crown upon his head, then he will truly be our king, and I will call him Your Majesty at last. I must go hear the reports from our spies. There is something worrying me, and no, it can wait. I shall tell you more when our information is more concrete. With the cap, he would. However, I shall tell you.
Spies are saying things crazy. Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn. I wish I owned both of those games. I have a Wii. I used to have a GameCube, but also I'm poor as fuck, so I can't really get those games. But maybe in the future, when I finally have money again. Hopefully, I will.
Our next foe, Lord Arundel, was once a pious adherent to the Saros Creed. His contributions to the church stopped quite abruptly some time ago. I think it is likely the man knows something.
Possibly. What a plane.
Fuck. Contribution.
Hi, Flame.
You plan to aid Claude, do you not? Huh. I think that is absolutely marvelous. Being opposing forces at the Battle of Gronder was ill-fated. It hurt to side against him. I am happy that things have taken a brighter turn now.
Hooray!
Cornelia Arnhem. That's a familiar name, yes. She once studied in the Empire. My understanding is, shortly after I left the Empire, she did as well. Unlike myself, Cornelia traveled to the kingdom. Apparently, she halted a plague and was rewarded with a quite powerful appointment. That such an outstanding researcher should fall to such depravity. Sickening, Professor. And quite sad.
True. Very, very true. What up, Cyril?
Even if we do enter Alliance territory, we're not gonna find Lady Rhea there. I wish we could leave Claude be and go attack the Empire. I suppose if we can't beat the Empire forces here, then we can't get into the Empire lands, can we? I guess that just means it's hard work time, huh, Professor?
Yep, pretty much. Gotta do all the hard work. All the hard work. So much work.
Have you considered traveling to the Empire, to the Kingdom, and then off to Alliance territory? Everyone certainly is busy. Perhaps it's not a bad thing now that I think about it.
On the pursuit of peace.
Will be lovely. Peace will, one assumes, be considerably less perilous.
Yeah, that is true. So much running. Oops. There is somebody on the 3rd floor. I was like, is somebody at the 3rd floor? Maybe they are. But once we talk to everybody, we're actually going to be ending off, but I'll once again explain things.
It seems Dimitri has become downright charitable, but I believe he is operating under a serious misapprehension. It may appear as if Claude is appealing to Dimitri for aid, but that is not what is happening here.
Is there another interpretation?
Yes, a fine example of how snap decisions based on mere appearances can lead to gross misunderstanding. Claude has asked for reinforcements from here because he knows that I am here. Simply put, he is not throwing himself on Dimitri's mercy, he is throwing himself on mine. I suppose there is nothing else for it, is there? We cannot turn our backs on those in need. Let us grant him the aid he requires.
Lorenz, I hate you. So much.
Using the Great Bridge of Murden as a base, we'll spread out and cover as much ground as possible in our search for her grace. Judging by the information we've gathered, the most suspicious location is definitely the Imperial capital, the Hrim territory, whose leader is a mere puppet, and the Ire territory, whose leader was deposed and disappeared.
Yep.
The Empire has a lot of places with suspicious happenings. It's certainly worth investigating, but it won't do to take too much time in relieving the Alliance army. Please, hurry.
We'll be fine, but also I hate
No
Lorenz.
imperialist lords who have let the Empire in have their hands tied. Houses Ardelia and Gloucester are exposed and likely caught off guard. That must mean that Claude's allies are...
Gonril?
Geographically, it would be
I
hard
have no
for
idea.
him to commit
Wasn't
his
paying attention.
forces, and logically, it wouldn't make sense for him to offer support. Whatever the situation, Claude's military strength is lacking, and what's more, they suffered casualties at Gronder Field. I don't know how long the Alliance forces will be able to hold out against the Empire. We've got to move quickly, or we may be too late.
Yeah, we'll be there at the end of the
So
month.
House Regan has regained its influence in the Alliance, and is gathering forces. Claude always was somewhat inscrutable. It's strange somehow to hear talk of his brilliance as the leader of the Alliance.
Nah, he's a good guy. It's fine. Oh, Felix! Felix is the one that's up here? Crazy. What up, dude?
My uncle gave me some of my father's belongings. Weapons, books. But there was something else that my old man really wanted to pass down. He wanted me to inherit his mission, ensuring that Dimitri ascends the throne. Or so I believe.
Aww. Felix doing all that he can. Alright. So... So that's going to be it for Fire Emblem for today, and the reason for that is because I don't think I'm going to have enough time to finish this paralogue before I have to go to work. I just don't think that it's possible for me, so I'm going to play it safe for right now. But when we play this game again, which hopefully is sooner rather than later, it'll be the 28th, I hope. It's depending if story cutscenes happen before or something, it might differ, but at the latest it'll be this 28th. For the 28th, we will do the Silver Maiden. You can skip to that date. Dang, if you really just don't want to do shit, you can skip ahead. That'd be cool. Didn't realize that. But we will do the Silver Maiden. That'll be the first thing we do the next time we stream this, and then we'll do all of Chapter 19. So we'll do all of that, and then Explorer, and then go from there. Everyone should have their classes maxed out from till then, so that hopefully is the goal, but we'll see. Other things I wanted to talk about, though, real quick. As far as tomorrow's streams go, I think it's going to be Genshin. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking that's going to be the case, or if I'm in the mood, we'll do one of the other games that need to be completed. So, kind of up in the air what we're doing tomorrow, but it should be fun regardless. But what I wanted to mention is for Fire Emblem, because I've been thinking about this a lot, and there are a lot of Fire Emblem games that I actually do own. And it seems like a lot of my community do actually enjoy the Fire Emblem games. I remember there was a lot of people who used to watch back on YouTube when I did Three Houses in the beginning, and it seems like just honestly people are interested in the series. And I do have the capabilities of streaming 3DS games. I don't have a physical capture card because I don't think they're made anymore. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna do some research. But I do have a recording setup possible for my 3DS where I'm actually able to have it connect through my computer and be on screen. The thing is, I believe the 2 times I tested it on stream, it tends to lag a little bit and be a little, and I think it's like only 30 FPS and kind of stutters. We'll see if I can get it to work. I think I still have the instructions and like everything I need to do for that 3DS. But if I can get it to work, what I want to do is between the Three Houses paths, I do want to play Awakening. Because I've been in this weird mood that I really want to start Awakening again and play through it. So I wouldn't mind, I would essentially reset my current copy. I would reset my copy and then just have it be straightforward for streams where we'll do playthroughs and do stuff similar where we can do some challenge runs and everything like that. But yeah, so after Three Houses Blue Lions path and then Three Hopes Blue Lions, I hope to do Awakening and do our first run through of Awakening. Because it's a good game. And I know a lot more people got into Fire Emblem through Fates than Awakening, but know about at least 3 characters from Awakening. But I think Awakening, if you like the characters in this game, I think you will love the characters in Awakening. Like, I remember, I don't think I have a single hated character in Awakening. And some of my favorite characters are very clearly from that game. And technically in Fates too, but that's a weird situation. So yeah. But with that, I'm going to be ending off the stream here because I got to get going to work and get ready for work. So with that, I thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. There won't be a stream later tonight. So with that, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. So have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name's Katathi. See you guys next time for more Variety Gaming. See you guys later. Peace. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.